So for this Instagram filter makeup look, I think I found the best secret. Using sunscreen as your base for your makeup is going to change your makeup game, because it kind of creates this hydrated, bouncy skin, but also creates a tacky base for the makeup to, be set on. And that's perfect. So we're going to move on. Okay, I know that this is a high-end foundation and you're not going to like it, but let me tell you something. If you are going to spend so much money trying different drugstore foundations, and you're not going to really empty all of them, it's better to invest on a high-end foundation. And this one, oh my god, it's amazing. I just like to use my favorite stippling brush from e.l.f. This is literally the most matched foundation I have ever used for my skin tone. And I just like to blend it, go in circular motions with the stippling brush. This creates an airbrush effect. And then I just go over damp sponge to make sure that there are no streaks off the brush. And I'm telling you, this foundation is the best. And of course, my favorite concealer. Now, drugstore concealer, but best concealer ever. So the trick is you need to also apply concealer on the sides of the nose to create an illusion of a smaller nose. Because that's what the Instagram filters do to you, right? We are made to believe that we need smaller noses. I mean, I don't really like my nose, but yeah, that's what I have. So I'm going to be okay with it. But this is how I do my concealer to make it look like I've been Instagram filtered. And instead of using a sponge, I like using this particular brush. I think it's a contour brush from e.l.f. But it applies my concealer so seamlessly and it makes it look like literally a filter, which is pretty cool. And I really like the way it dissipates or spreads the concealer. So I really like that. Look at that effect. It's almost like nothing, but there's a lot. And I found this I found this blush in a small drugstore in Australia, but you can use any cream blush. Just go for those clown circles and then blend it out with the brush again. See, if you look at it carefully, I'm just bouncing the brush off of my skin instead of dragging it. And yes, we have applied a lot of blush because that's how the Instagram filters look. And now this powder puff has changed the game for my powder. And that's how I like applying it. So wherever you applied the concealer, that's exactly where you're going to apply the powder as well. I'm taking a little bit extra on the sides of my nose because I want to really set the concealer over there. And just set the rest of your face wherever you feel like it's a little bit shiny. Moving on to the contour, I really like this contour. This is from Physicians Formula and it's really a nice contour for deep skin. Now, when you look down, you can see the shadow that your face already has. You're just going to apply the contour or the bronzer exactly there to create that illusion of shadow. You don't need to go with, all these tricks and tips. Just go with your facial structure. Never forget the jawline and also the sides of your forehead and temples. I'm just going to dust off the excess powder on the sides of my nose or under my eyes using the same brush. There's nothing left on the brush, so it's fine. As you know, I'm lazy to clean the brushes. So I'm using the same concealer brush to apply the contour on the sides of my nose. This is a tapered, straight brush, so it helps apply it perfectly on the sides of my nose. I'm just going back with the powder puff and the powder to make sure that it's again set and there are no harsh lines, just blending everything out. Taking the same contour shade on the eyes, just follow your natural crease. I'm just doing it on the outer corner and extend it further up. Because if you look at Instagram filters, they ideally lift your cheekbone like you would have gotten those Botox or something done. And then I'm going to curl my lashes because it always gives you pretty lashes. So look at the difference. Apply lots and lots of mascara. Look down in the mirror when you're applying mascara. This way you don't poke your eye. And also don't forget your lower lashes. Done. Now moving on to the rest of the face. Okay, this is another expensive product, but I heard that e.l.f. has a dupe and it's still not launched in India, but I'm waiting for it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood filter. It's a highlighter, come base, come everything. It's perfect. You'll just see how it's gonna apply. It's got no chunky glitter. It's almost like facial oil. It makes it look like your skin is wet. That glass skin, that's what it does. Look, I'm blending it with a sponge, but it's just beautiful. It's too good. And I'm just going to drench my face in setting spray. And we're not going to go back and sponge it up at all. We're just gonna let it air dry because that's how it's supposed to be done apparently. So I'm just gonna do that, let it air dry. Meanwhile, we're gonna move on to the lips. Now again, Instagram filters make your lips look bigger because that's just the new norm that, you know, the beauty standards have set. So I'm just gonna use a nice lip liner. This one's from K Beauty. I absolutely love this shade. All of the details will be down in the description. And so for your upper lip, you're just gonna follow your natural line of the lips, okay, on the sides. When it comes to the cupid's bow, you're just gonna bite your lips and extend that cupid's bow alone, not the entire side of the lip, just the cupid bows. Like, look at the difference already. This is just gonna make it look like you have plumpier like upper lip. Go over the cupid's bow basically, and then take a nice baby pink matte lipstick and apply it just in the center and dab it off with your fingers, and the look is complete. No, I think I spoke too soon. There's one more step. So I like using a okay, we're again just powdering the face down from the whole setting spray thing. Now use a light concealer on the high points of your eyebrows, like under your eyebrows. This is gonna make it look like you have that lifted face going on, which is again what the filter creates. I'm not saying the filters are good or you're supposed to look like this. It's just a recreation of what I found. And we're done with the look. I think it looks stunning. This is such a cool makeup look. I think it's so nice, makes you look very youthful and young. I felt like I was missing that whole lifted cheekbone, so I'm just going to create that illusion using a liner. So what I'm doing is specifically just extending the lower lash line towards my eyebrow, creating like a small mini wing, and then just adding the line, a very thin line, only till like this last 1/3 of my eye. So I'm not going to go all the way with the liner. For my eyes, especially if you have protruding eyes, this is the best way you can get your liner in. I'm showing the same thing again on this side. So you're just extending the lower lash line towards your eyebrow or your temples, and you're just going to create a triangle, like a very thin triangle out there, extending. So this is basically to make it look like you have thicker lashes more than an eyeliner. And then you're gonna extend it till the last 1/3 of the eye. This literally finished the look. Now that's the Instagram filter we're talking about. Again, just a small reminder, you don't need filters. You're absolutely beautiful the way you are. But if in case you want to try this out, go for it. And I'm done pretending to look like a badass. I'm just a normal regular girl. See you soon.